we talked about it earlier on. Martin Odegaard limped off in Norway's 2-1 win over Austria last night and had to be helped leaving the pitch with what appears to be an injured ankle. Obviously worrying news for Arsenal fans because he is so important to that team. Mm-hmm. Not only is he's the captain, but just everything he brings to that team as a player. How big a miss could he be if we're talking weeks? If we're talking a longer period of time, I think monumental. I think he's obviously the captain, but I think he's more captain by showing what he does. His leadership is more of a follow me than a screaming and shouting route. I worked the first game against Wolves, and Arsenal wasn't great for the first 20-30 minutes, and he just did extra runs. He started to try to spark the press. He was the one jumping probably past Havertz and Saka at times to go and get it, and then once they started ticking, everything went through him. Ball coming to, he dictated the tempo, and I think he's brought another level out of Declan Rice as well in terms of, I think Declan knows giving the ball and I can trust him. He won't lose it, and I think it'll be a monumental miss. I said it earlier on, but for the people that are just tuning in now, I think Arsenal got not lucky, but they were very lucky is the only way you can say it, actually, over the last 2 years, with no one getting injured and no one really missing any big games through suspension. And this week will probably be the first time they're going to have to miss two massive players with injury and suspension. So we'll see how they deliver. Yeah, Declan Rice missing, of course, after that red card against Brighton before this international break. They've got the North London derby, then they've got Manchester City away in the Premier League. Massive week. Sandwiched in between that is Atalanta in the Champions League. So in terms of missing Odegaard and Rice in that midfield, I mean, who can come in? Who do you think is more than capable of filling those holes that are left? I think this is where the frustration for some Arsenal fans that I know in terms of letting go of Emmanuel Smith-Rowe, because he's not the same player as Odegaard by any stretch, but he'd certainly offer a bridge gap in that moment. And I think now you'd have to start looking at probably dropping Havertz back a bit, maybe put Jesus in there, but I think he's injured as well, actually, as I'm saying that. So there's a few little tweaks that are going to have to be done. For Declan Rice, they've obviously got Jorginho, who could come in, not the same type of player, but will keep the ball, and he'll do well in the Champions League games. But I just think when you look at it, Arsenal's 11 is very, very good. But after that, you just start to go, if one of the centre-halves gets injured, well, we're struggling here. If the right-back gets injured, it's not the same. And I think that's where City just are a level above everybody. But is that when you start to question the transfer activity of Arsenal and lack of, perhaps? It's hard, though. Yeah, it is hard because they're trying to replace anyone you bring in at Arsenal. You're not going to spend 50, 60 million on squad players. Yeah. You're trying to bring somebody in that's either going to be a project that you can see them taking over long-term, or that they are already better suited. So them going and getting Raheem, for example, he's probably going to add value straight away, and it's not a massive amount of money. So I think if you're looking for a replacement for a holding midfielder, they went out and spent that, and unfortunately the lads got injured. Yeah. Centre half, you're going to have to spend 70 million for Guehi now is the market rate for a centre half. So it starts getting expensive, and you have to. It's a bit of a struggle.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.